Good morning to everybody. Share this video so we can start. God bless everybody that is watching. Thank you so much for joining this morning. I will flip the camera in just a few seconds. We need to get more people on the live feed. Share this video out. Good morning, good morning. Share this video so we can start. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and America's Boys News. Good morning to everybody. We're live at the San Isidro Port of Entry. This port of entry that connects to San Diego, California. I'm in the Mexican side and the Tijuana side. We're standing here meters away, and I will be walking all the way to the front. We're standing meters away where the new modality for everybody that is watching, it is just ridiculous. The new modality of people that they want to cross them illegally into the United States is just ridiculously cynical. Now they have been towing, the Mexican government and the Mexican National Guard, they have been towing more than 7 vehicles during the week and last week and during this week due to the fact that the new modality is that these people, they bring them in vehicles as they are going across normally. So they hop on the vehicle, they do the line like as usually as possible, like I'm right here. They do the line as here, like right here in the back. They do the line, and then they go all the way to the front. All the way to the front. When they almost get to the port of entry, they get out and they start running. Inevitably, and ultimately that slows down the borderline. That is affecting the people that are trying to cross to the United States of America. Ultimately, that's the number one purpose. It makes the line go slower. It makes the Border Patrol agents to do a more meticulous inspection to every vehicle. And the users and the daily day crossers that they are crossing to the United States, they get upset, they get mad. Now, in the past week, I have been broadcasting on my platform. I have been broadcasting people that they have been crossing in this manner. I put a video of a woman that it was rushed by the customs to the floor. I put a video of people crossing like there was back in the 80s where there was no inspection in the port of entry, so they are crossing and rushing the border, running towards the port of entry. Also, I put a video of people trying to cross on a vehicle yesterday that it was 2 individuals from Russia. This catch the attention ultimately of the whole authorities, and primarily of the people of the immigration service. Catch ultimately the attention of them because these 2 individuals were from Russia. Also, there has been arrest of people from Haiti and also people from Central America trying to do exactly the same thing, people. That is amazing what they're trying to do. That is just, they do the line normally as I'm putting the camera right here. This is doing the line normally in the vehicle line. This is practically doing the line normal. Everybody's going to work, everybody's doing their normal line to cross to the United States of America. But all of a sudden, you will see this. You will see vehicles that they're packed with people on the back of the automobile, and immediately when they get close to the port of entry, they will leave the automobile and they will start running. That's crazy. That is amazing. And that modality was done back in the 80s when the level of inspection and the level of, you know, of practically security at the border was not that strict. This was before 9/11, when after 9/11, man, after 9/11 everything got worse. But before that, everybody was doing this. Now they are doing it again. People are just jumping on the vehicles and they're just running. As soon as they get close to the port of entry, they will start running. So let me just flip the camera right here. Let us see if we can get opinions from the people that they are crossing. Let us see if we can get opinions by the people that they're crossing right here. And let's see what they say, you know, because this is kind of like the situation that is getting aggravated, as every day is getting aggravated and aggravated and aggravated. But let's go all the way to the front of the port of entry and see if we can get an opinion by the citizens and see what they think, you know, because this is particularly affects the users and affects the people that they are crossing on a daily basis. That is what it affects. You know, on the other side, you will see the pedestrian, you know, port of entry, and I will take you right now to the pedestrian line so you guys can see actually how the pedestrian line, it is so affected. Let's see if we can get an opinion right here by a citizen if he wants to talk. Saludos, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás, chavalón? ¿Cómo estás? Saludos, Oscar el Bluto. ¿Una opinión rápida? No, gracias, ándale. No quiso opinar. He doesn't want to give an opinion. So we're just walking. This is the actual, you know, situation right here. As this is what they're doing. You see Border Patrol inspections. Right there you see Border Patrol agents outside of the pedestrian line. You see Border Patrol agents over there on the far end. Let me focus on the camera. You see them right there. Customs agents. And this is the pedestrian port of entry. This is the pedestrian line. So the pedestrian line is long as you don't even imagine. So remember back in the day, remember like 2 months ago, we had a situation which, you know, there were migrants that were camping and blocking those lanes. Look at all the things and damages that they were doing. That migrant camp, that little migrant, you know, protest that it was being held, that they were blocking 4 lanes. Look at all the traffic that they were blocking. It is just amazing, the traffic that they were blocking back in that time. So that's why the local vendors and the local merchants got really upset, and they were like, you know, hell with this. We need to move them out. And look at all the pedestrian line. So the modality right now for everybody that is watching, it's just, one of the things is just crazy. That they are dropping them off at the port of entry, just in front of the port of entry. They're dropping them off. And these people are just starting to run. Now this generated a problem because right here, I will show you guys on the other side right here. On the other side, you just walk that Easy Park parking lot. You just walk to the other side. And on the other side, you will have a migrant camp that has been there for almost 3 months. 3 months. A migrant camp that has been there for almost 3 months. This migrant camp that has been there for almost 3 months has been causing a lot of problems to the local vendors and also has been affecting the economy directly. It's not that they have been affecting the economy slightly. The economy has been affected directly by that migrant camp. And that migrant camp, it is growing, people. I just saw the migrant camp a few minutes ago, and the migrant camp, it is just extending and has taken over the parking spaces of people that they work around that area. So this is getting more ridiculous by the minute. It is not only that it's affecting now the population, but it's not only affecting the local businesses and local, you know, local vendors. It is affecting the population now. These migrant camp needs to be addressed by the government immediately now. They need to remove that migrant camp immediately, because it's causing that people are pretentious, and they're right here on the other side. So you see them on the other side, and you see them basically, getting desperate, and desperate measures call for desperate times, people. It is not that I'm just making that up. You see that the migrant camp is located, it's just steps away from the port of entry. And as you're seeing that migrant camp located steps away from the port of entry, these people, what they do is just they take the desperation, measure that is crossed illegally and irregularly through the other side of the border. That this is, practically affects the people that they're crossing, affects the people that they're doing a line, and ultimately affects the people that are trying to work and try to do things right. So this is, this is the most important thing for everybody that is watching. There was an intent of two people from Russia trying to cross on the new modality that is to cross, illegally through the vehicle. So what they do is they bring them on the vehicle, they drive them all the way to the front, they drive them all the way to the front. And as they drive them all the way to the front, they drop them off, and they just tell them, run. You just run. And after that, the vehicle is left there to just, be taken over by the towing company or by the government of Mexico. It's just ridiculous. It's just amazing what they're doing. And this kind of activities and this kind of illegal activities and illegal crossings, it was being done back in the 80s. It was not a thing that it was, particularly not stopped, but it was done back in the 80s, back in the 1980s. Now that it's, now that it's not done, back in this time, now that it's not done, particularly you're understanding, and you're under the assumption and under the understanding that this was going to stop. But it's not. It hasn't stopped. And the most important thing about this is that people need to understand that all of these migrant camps that are coexisting close to the border, they're clearly affecting. And I will change the camera right here for you guys to understand and for you guys to see what am I referring to and what am I practically telling you guys that is actually the number one effect. And you guys remember, these lanes were closed. Back in the day, these lanes, back in like a month ago, these lanes were closed because the migrants wanted to take over this particular part of entry. And look at the pedestrian port of entry, man. Look how long the lane is. So it's continuous. This is a continuous effect. So when people try to cross illegally and they bother the United States Customs, what they do is they just slow down the border. They just slow down the procedure. They just slow down everything that is happening. God bless everybody that is watching. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and America's Voice News. Thank you so much. I will be live later on this afternoon broadcasting about what is really happening at the border of at the situation with the unaccompanied children in El Paso, Texas. My God, they have a humongous problem over there with the unaccompanied children in El Paso, Texas. Stay safe. Follow my partner, Real Anthony Agüero. You can follow him at every platform. You can follow me as Oscar L. Blue. Follow me at Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Telegram, and also Rumble. God bless you all. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, peace and love, because always your country's first. God bless.